All right, y'all. Let's talk this Northwestern scandal. So, at first, I had did my normal. Here we go again, which I'm not gonna totally go away from that, but I'm gonna tell you why these scandals happen. Majority of them. Number one, the media is always looking for one, but number two, and I'll take this back to my time in coaching. When I was coaching, I had a really bad leader one time. And a lot of times when you're an assistant and you have a bad leader, those head coaches will blame you. They'll say something bad about you, try and ruin your reputation. And because they have the title head coach or assistant athletic director, they can get away with that bullshit. And what really needs to happen is when these people in power are wrong, the athletic director needs to sit the head coach down and say, hey, look, if you're going to be firing people and ruining their reputation, you better give them the rest of their contract and hear their side. Because most likely, they got some type of dirt on you. So the Northwestern scandal, we know about the football side. But let's talk about the baseball side where the baseball coach made inappropriate comments, quote unquote, about a female, which I'm tired of that. I don't know what inappropriate comments are anymore. It, you know, it, sometimes there are dudes who go out of control. But for the most part, if there is somebody working on your staff that comes into the damn workplace with a string bean bikini on and their breasts hanging out, somebody's going to say something about it. Most importantly, I talked to my homegirls about it. And I'll never forget when I was in high school playing sports, they would come out of the basketball locker room and just say, yep, we were joking about Eric's ass. And one of my homeboys' name was Eric, and all the girls used to talk about how he had a nice butt. So locker room talk is locker room talk. It's the place where men and women go and they say what they like about the other sex or what's going on in the world or their opinion. That doesn't need to be taken as an overemphasized political assault on somebody, calling them sexist, misogynistic, or whatever the shit is. Because you could go both ways with that. But the biggest mistake people like Northwestern make in all these situations is if your head coach fucks up, excuse my language, sit him down and be like, look, if you're screwing this assistant over because of the blame game and you know you made a mistake, tell the assistant sorry. Don't do the shit. Pay the assistant the money that you own. Number one, you know they're going to need another job, so don't ruin their reputation. Number two, they're going to need financial backing until they get another job. Finally, number three, obviously y'all two can't work together or some type of trust or bond has been broken, so it's going to be awkward. So as an athletic director, y'all need to find out and sit down with these coaches and say, hey, let's find a mutual ways of parting. Because what it does is it doesn't, because what y'all got to understand is when they just fire these assistants or try and play them like they crazy, it's going to make them go seek legal action because number one, they're not going to be able to get a job. Number two, they're out of finances. So it'd be better to just slice it down the middle, find out what really happened, what went wrong, squash the beef, and then the head coach learn from the situation. What usually happens is administration usually ignores it because the head coach is liked so much by the athletic director, and then when something else happens or they piss the wrong person off, that's when it blows up and goes to media. So a lot of stuff is vengeance, but a lot of stuff is also head coaches and administrators not being like, let me debt this problem right now before the shit gets out of control, and let me set a standard. And if, as an assistant, I'm the type of person, if you don't lie and try and ruin my reputation and you pay me what I'm owed and you just be honest about it, I don't need vengeance on the whole school. Because a lot of people be trying to sue the whole school and do all this crazy. I don't need the vengeance. Just don't ruin my reputation. I'll go get another coaching job. I'll go coach at a rival school and then I'll go kick your ass. Like, that's my vengeance because I want to be better at the profession that we're in. A lot of people don't know how to do that. They want to just get everybody because that's not the way to go about it. That's not the way to go about it. So, hopefully, schools, administrators learn from this. If one of your big boys mess up, one of your big time coaches screw up, tell them, hey, because I hate how they just fire people right away. Everybody's going to make a mistake. Just tell them, hey, you're a head coach, but you can make mistakes. Learn from this. If you screwed up somewhere with an assistant, don't do the blame game shit. Say my bad, and then don't do it again. Pay the assistant and move the hell on. Now, there will be some people that try and push and pull and, still always try and play victim. But as long as you got good character, you'll be all right. You ain't going to have to worry about people coming back to try and screw you over and ruin a school's reputation. You just got to nip it in the bud, as they say, old school, or what some people say, hit the nail on the head or whatever. Just do it right away, and it'll erase a lot of bullshit that happens. A lot of bullshit happens because people egos are too big, and then the people get down to the nitty gritty and the truth, and then it makes you look 10 times worse. So that's all I got to say, man. All this scandal shit in college sports is crazy. I'm out.